face masks. They're responsible for a 9,000% surge in smizing over the past year. Last week, the CDC officially announced that aside from a few exceptions, people who have gotten the COVID vaccine no longer need to wear masks to stay safe. And I was so excited. I went out to a bar, I walked into traffic, I went skydiving into a pool of sharks, didn't have a mask on for any of it, and it felt great, except for my leg. But now, some people are telling the CDC to slow their roll.
With only 37% of the population fully vaccinated, some public health experts say more people need to be getting shots in arms before taking off masks.
The CDC went from 0 to 100 overnight.
I think people should continue wearing masks indoors for probably another few weeks.
The largest nurses union in the country disagreeing with the CDC, condemning the mask rollback, saying it puts those who are immunocompromised, children, and frontline workers at risk.
Several health experts are questioning whether federal officials are moving too fast by loosening mask recommendations. According to the Washington Post, more than a dozen physicians called the decision premature.
Epidemiologist fight! So, on the one side, you have the CDC saying, take off your masks, and on the other side, you have experts saying, that is crazy. And look, I'm not surprised, people. Experts disagree all the time. You know, like how 9 out of 10 dentists want you to brush your teeth, and then that last dentist is just like, just let your teeth rot, bro. Live your life. Plus, experts have been disagreeing with each other throughout this pandemic. Is it airborne? Is it safe to go back to school? Do you have to pay for a gift at a Zoom wedding? But I won't lie. When you've got respected scientists on both sides of an argument like this, it makes it very hard to know what to do. That's why I'm so grateful for anonymous Twitter replies. Those people always know the answer. So wise. But look, man, either way, I know that a lot of people are confused right now about which experts to listen to and which solutions to trust. And that's why I've come up with the obvious solution. I call it the half mask. It's the only mask that's been banned from Etsy. You see, both sides win like this. What do you mean it doesn't make sense? The point is, the CDC is getting a lot of backlash from experts who want people to keep masking up. And unfortunately for the CDC, some people who have wanted to get rid of the masks this whole time are also mad at them.
I'm sure you've seen the Republican criticism saying, well, great, this is encouraging, says Andy Biggs, but questioning the timing of this. Biggs says this, while the new mask guidance is encouraging, the CDC and my far radical left colleagues only chose to do this to distract from the consequences of catastrophic policy decisions that have been heard around the world. You got to love Marsha Blackburn asking in a tweet, why today? The science hasn't changed. Jim Jordan has a theory on why things are changing.
This is poll-driven. All this bothers Americans, and they're done with it all.
Well, if Jim Jordan thinks this is a cover-up, I trust him. Because Jim Jordan knows a lot about cover-ups. And you gotta admit, this reaction is a little weird, man. Because it's been months of Republicans complaining about mask rules, but now they're upset that the mask rules are being relaxed? What? It's like Mariah Carey getting mad at you because she got you for Christmas. No, Mariah, you said this was all you wanted. So, the CDC is taking fire from all sides. But guys, they're just reflecting what the science is. And everyone agrees that if you are vaccinated, it is very unlikely that you will get sick or spread the virus even without a mask. You know, it's like me clicking install updates now rather than remind me later. I mean, it's technically possible, but it's not actually going to happen. And to be clear, a lot of places are accepting the CDC's new guidance. The problem is how to actually enforce it.
Some major retailers are dropping mask requirements for vaccinated shoppers in response to the latest CDC guidelines. Among the names on the list, Costco, Walmart, Sam's Club, Trader Joe's, and Publix. This new policy also goes into effect starting today at Starbucks.
Fully vaccinated customers don't need to wear the mask in stores.
This is the honor system. That's right. Nobody's asking for your vaccine card. And so the hope is everybody's going to be a good citizen, look out for each other.
The only problem is if there is no verification of vaccination status, we are now exposing the 2/3 of the country, and we're seeing that the honor code is already not working.
Yeah, no. There is no way you're going to be able to trust customers with the honor system. I mean, have you ever seen the 10 items or less line? People will walk into that lane, look the cashier straight in the eyes, and then proceed to drop 22 items on the checkout counter, just daring them to say something. And I know it's not practical to check the vaccination status of everyone who walks into your store, but if they suspect an unmasked person isn't vaccinated, I mean, they could at least try to catch them in a lie. That second shot was crazy, huh? I mean, the way it came down from the ceiling in that robot arm and it had the liquid nitrogen, that was crazy, right? Yeah, that was nuts. Aha! But yes, because this is all based around the honor system, lots of unvaccinated people won't be wearing masks, even though they should be, which is ironic, because as it turns out, a lot of vaccinated people who don't need to wear a mask anymore are gonna keep doing it anyway.
But even with the option to take off their masks, both indoors and outdoors, many who've been vaccinated say they're remaining cautious and keeping them on.
I think I will probably still wear a mask until I feel it's safe enough to not. Yeah, and it's not just to protect me, but to protect, like the CDC has said, protect the ones around us.
Last week they tell you everybody must wear a mask, and now 2 days later they're saying take off your mask. I don't trust any of it.
If you're not wearing your mask, I kind of want to stay away from you.
It's tough to explain to the kids as well how we can take our masks off, but they have to keep them on.
Until I get more information, until I get more directions, I'm going to keep the mask on.
Wow, I can't believe we were worried that we wouldn't know who's vaccinated or not, because now it's obvious. The vaccinated people are the ones still wearing masks. It is a little weird to me that some fully vaccinated people are treating their faces like limited edition Pokemon cards that can't be let out of the box. But at the same time, I do get it. If you spent a fortune on masks this past year, you want to keep wearing them so that you get your money's worth. And I understand that. As someone who owns 743 hoodies, I'm wearing these things. And here's the thing. Let's be honest as people. Wearing a mask, even if you don't need to, harms literally no one. All right? People are out here wearing fancy Crocs and fanny packs. It's fine. Do whatever makes you comfortable for whatever reason you want. Although, I don't know about those people who are saying they are wearing a mask because their kids still have to wear a mask. What do you mean? I'm setting an example for... You're an adult! Different rules for adults is one of the very core things that kids learn. Just tell them, I don't have to wear a mask, and I can stay up past 8, and I get 2 servings of ice cream if I want. You know why? Because I got old, bitch. Seriously, people, if anybody wants to wear a mask because that's what their gut tells them to do, that's fine. And I'm not just talking about risk-averse liberals either, because apparently some coronavirus conspiracy theorists have also started wearing masks, because get this, they believe that vaccinated people are infecting them with their mutant microchip DNA. And you know what? Honestly, more power to them. In fact, it kind of warms my heart a little bit to think that somewhere, a liberal who is wearing a mask, even though he's vaccinated, will run into a conservative wearing a mask to protect himself from vaccines. And the two of them will look at each other and think, yeah, this guy gets it.